Good morning, my name is Stephen Davis. I'm the Senior Field Coordinator for Direct Path, and today I'm about to show you guys how to construct the baffle with the no-wall track system. First of all, I have a 1/2-inch ultralight piece of wood that we use. Before we install the no-wall track system to the wood, we have to actually fireproof it. We use a fire retardant barrier that we actually roll on our wood. Like I said, all the wood needs to be fire rated or use the fire barrier chemical treatment to use. What we'll do, this is going to be an 1.5-inch baffle. We'll use the 1/2-inch track, square-inch track on both sides of the wood substrate. Basically tracking around the perimeter with the no-wall track system. You guys should be familiar with how to use the no-wall track system on the wood. It's basically like you're tracking a wall. We're going to cut the track your 46 degree angle with your hand cutters. What I like to do is actually to keep it flush with the side of the wood, I like to use a little 2-foot level just to put up on the side of it, keep it flush. I use 3/8 staples in the 1/2-inch wood. Staple that. Make a mark just to cut it. So that's done around the perimeter on both sides. Same detail, track around the perimeter on both sides. It actually will look like this. 1/2-inch acoustical fiberglass in between the track. We'll actually use 1/2-inch staples. Staple it to the substrate, and once that's completed, your baffle will look like this on both sides. Okay, we're back, and now we're about to actually fabric and pre-wrap the actual baffle itself. When we left off, we showed you guys how to actually track the actual track onto the wood. We installed the actual 1/2-inch fiberglass to both sides of the actual wood, and now we're actually about to add the fabric and what we call pre-wrap. When we start off, we'll actually cut a strip of pre-wrap off the actual bolt, which is actually probably about 3 inches wide for this baffle, or 3.5 or 3, from anywhere from 3.5 or 3 inches wide. What we'll do is start at one end, set the pre-wrap on both sides, leaving a little extra, the top, at the end. I'll pull the pre-wrap around the perimeter, setting it as I go. And I'll set it around the perimeter the same way. I'm not going to finish tucking all the way around the perimeter, but what we do actually do is finish tucking the fabric into the no-wall track system. What I do want to show you is the actual joint where you finish off the two pieces of pre-wrap when they come together. And what I like to do is to have a clean joint. I'll have it just set a little, so we don't have to stuff a lot of pre-wrap into the joint. As you can see, there's a joint there, and what I'll do is cut a little notch into a little wider notch into the actual wood. Nothing big, just enough to get the pre-wrap in. The track has already been cut to actually receive the pre-wrap. I have it set. I'll go ahead and trim it tight. Okay, that's one edge. I didn't tuck the back side, but when I go around, turn around the other side, I'll finish it off. But what I'm gonna do right now is tuck the other panel, the other pre-wrap around into the joint. I'll do the same thing. I'll cut it pretty tight, so that we don't have a lot into the joint, a lot of pre-wrap into the joint. Go tuck this side in.
So you need sharp scissors.
Definitely need sharp scissors. Always want sharp scissors when you're actually cutting the fabric. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is show you guys what it looks like finished. Now that we finished the pre-wrap, we're just gonna install the fabric on the panel. The fabric is basically cut 2 inches longer and 2 inches wider than the actual baffle itself. Just the basic instruction of tucking fabric. Basically what I do is start in the corner, top right corner, top left corner, bottom right corner, set in the middle, watch that. It's not long.
Wrong piece.
This panel was not cut for this baffle, but if it was cut for this baffle, it'd probably be 1 inch longer than this panel. And I would do the same thing, set it at the top, set it on the left top side, bottom, and I would set it actually on the left bottom corner. Basically, tuck it with your no-wall spade. I would tuck the fabric panel into the no-wall track system. I like to start in the center and work my way to the right and work my way to the left. Just in case I have to pull the fabric, I get a bubble, I can always pull it out in the corner. Trim the excess. Trim the extra fabric off the corner. Finish tucking it with a 1-inch. And when you finish, the baffles has a fabric tuck, finished tucked. We also, once we're finished with the fabric, the pre-wrap, we add our 1.25" eyelet. Basically, I'll come a foot in on each end of the baffle center, pre-drill with a 1/4", probably about a 1/4" drill bit. I'll pre-drill a pilot hole, and then I'll set my my eyelet into the panel. We also, depending on the installation, if they prefer aircraft cable, we'll add aircraft cable to the eyelet, and we actually have a bolt into the concrete deck. Usually you're installing into a concrete deck, and we have special eyelet bolts that go into concrete deck that we install. So that actually concludes the baffle construction. Thanks for being with me today, guys. Thanks.